Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing out there today? This is Stefan Jimenez from the Roto Beats team, and I'm here to present you our NBA picks for Saturday, January 6th. So if you're new to this channel, please make sure and click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all of our NFL, NBA, and MLB videos, and please make sure and click the like button on this video as it really helps us out. So, before we jump into this slate, I'm just going to say it again. The money team is rolling right now. Cash once again. Both sites, Fanduel and DraftKings, getting on a little hot streak right now. So, hey, if you want to play the lineups that we're playing, please visit our website at www.rotobeast.net. And, hey, let's get this money. So, before we jump into this, we got a 6-game slate. Two of the games, they don't have the lines out yet. Those games are Houston at Detroit and Denver at Sacramento. Waiting on some injury news. So we'll get those, probably early in the morning. But for tonight, the ones we do have, we have Cleveland going into Orlando to face the Magic. This game has the highest implied total of 221.5 projected points to be scored. Cleveland is favored by 9. Then we got New Orleans going into Minnesota to face the Timberwolves. This game has the second highest implied total of 217 projected points to be scored. Minnesota is favored by 1.5. We got Milwaukee and Washington. Both of these teams are going to be on a back-to-back. Milwaukee is going into Washington. This game has a 214.5 implied total, and Washington is favored by 4.5. Then we got Denver going into Sacramento to face the Kings. This game has a 208 implied total, and Denver's favored by 4. And like I said, the two other games, they don't have the lines out. We'll get those out in the morning. So let's just jump into our picks, get it going. Chris Paul, he's going to be pretty much in play as long as James Harden's out. He's getting a massive usage bump. He's playing more minutes. He's playing pretty good for the most part. His price tag is a little bit expensive. You need 51, about 51 for him to hit value. I mean, he hasn't got there, but I mean, he's having the opportunities to. He hasn't got the steals that we're accustomed to him getting. Even if he just gets 2 steals in this game, that puts him at 50. So he can get there. It is just it is a big price tag to pay for him. But I do like Chris Paul in this spot. Then we got John Wall. I feel like John Wall. I like him a little bit more than Chris Paul, just because Chris Paul is going against Detroit in the kind of a pace down game, so it's going to be a little bit slower of a game. But both are really good players. John Wall's 900 less. He's playing the minutes that we want to see. He's starting to get back into John Wall form. He's got 45 or more in 3 straight games now. Going against Milwaukee, this is going to be a very competitive game. And I feel like John Wall, his price is just, too low. For him to hit value, you need 46. I definitely think he's going to get you there. He's going to get you very, very close. So John Wall, he's one of my favorite plays on the higher end. Got Eric Bledsoe. I mean, this guy just does a little bit of everything. He gets his minutes for the most part. These last 2 games, he only played 28 minutes. Then he got 34, 24. So, I mean, they have been a little bit fluctuating, but for the most part, he plays low 30 minutes. The price is fair at 7.2. He's a guy that we know can get us 50 any night, if he's on. And he's averaging 34 fantasy points on the season, so I really like him in this spot in the mid-range. And then another guy I'm going to talk about, I know last time you guys were like, why are you not talking about him? Isaiah. He's going in the starting lineup. You got to remember, he is still going to be on a minute restriction, but I expect he's probably going to play about 25, 26 minutes. It's still a fair price tag for 25, 26 minutes if that's what he's going to play. For him to hit value, you need 31. Last game he played 18 minutes and he got us 19. You add 6, 7 extra minutes on the court. I definitely think he could get there. I think he's a solid play. I think he is a little bit more of a GPP play though, but hey, we'll see how it goes and what kind of news we hear in the morning. Last guy I'm going to talk about, a point guard. George Hill, he's supposed to be having a baby. So they're saying he's questionable for tomorrow, but it's looking like he's probably not going to be with the team. And then we got Frank Mason. He's out for a week or 2. He's hurt. So that leaves De'Aaron Fox. He's going to get a lot of minutes in an up-tempo game going against the Nuggets. 4.8 price tag. For him to hit value, you need 24. Last game against Charlotte, he played 32 minutes, got you 27. If he's going to be playing 35, 36 minutes, then I definitely do like him in this spot, especially on lower. And I think you could definitely consider him in cash games as well. Then we'll go to shooting guard. First shooting guard I'm going to talk about, Bradley Beal. He's playing very, very well right now. The price tag is up. For him to hit value, you need about 43. But, look at this. In the past 5 games, he's got you at 25 one time against Houston. He just didn't get the other stats. But besides that, 40, 46, 67, 48, 50. So the guy's balling. Plain and simple. You got to really love it. He's hot right now. Got to ride him. So Bradley Beal, he's a solid play. I like Eric Gordon, but if you didn't notice, his price tag jumped incredibly. I don't like him at this price tag. He is a solid play going against Detroit. It is a pace down game. One person I do really like is going to be Middleton. I play this guy probably more than anybody else, and he's just consistent. 7,200 price tag. You need 36 for him to hit value. He's averaging 35 on the season. He only played 30 minutes tonight, so I think he'll be, have some energy tomorrow. I like him in this spot. Very, very up-tempo game against Washington. So Chris Middleton is a good play. Then, I like Drew. 7,000. The price is down from what it was a little bit, about 1,000, 800 to 1,000, lower than it's been. He's getting the minutes. You gotta love it. He's playing massive minutes. It's all about, the thing about him is when he's scoring the ball, he has great fantasy nights because he gets all the other stuff. So this is 15, 20 points just right here. So this depends on whatever he scores, is if it's going to be a mid-20s kind of fantasy night, or if it's going to be a 35 plus fantasy kind of night. I really like Drew Holiday. I think he's a really good play. Going against Minnesota, it's going to be a very, very tough game. He's going to be guarding Wiggins. So yeah, I like Drew Holiday. Then we got the guy on the other side of the ball. I don't really like going against Drew Holiday defense, but Wiggins is just cheap. He's going to play massive minutes. We know that. It's something that you got to really like. And, he's doing a little bit of everything. He's not doing nothing crazy, but he's playing some defense, getting a little bit of other stats. He's averaging 29 fantasy points on the season. Without Teague, those minutes are even more steadier. He's getting extra shots. For him to hit value at 5,700, we need about 28. So I like him in this game. It's going to be a very up-tempo game against New Orleans. So Teague is, Wiggins is a solid play. Last guy I'm going to talk about, he comes off the bench, but he's been very consistent. You need 25 for him to hit value. He's averaging 24 on the season. And that's pretty much just what he gets you. He gets you 30 sometimes, but for the most part, he gets you that 24, 25. Exactly what you need to hit value. They are going to be on a back-to-back, like I said, so maybe the coach gives a couple of the other guys a couple extra minutes. Rest-wise, and he gets a couple extra minutes. He only played 29 tonight. So Brogdon, solid play. Small forward, we'll talk about LeBron first. Did it on me last game. It killed me. Hate LeBron, but hey, it is what it is. He's been very consistent for the most part. He's averaging 54 fantasy points on the season. Thing is the price tag is up. For him to hit value, you need about 58. And he can definitely get there. He's got there tons of time this year. But one thing that's scaring me is I feel like this could be a little bit of a blowout in Orlando. But nonetheless, LeBron, he's a solid play. Then we got Antetokounmpo. The night I don't play him, I considered. He went off for 56. I play him tonight. He only gets you 41. He's more of a GPP play, in my opinion. He's up and down right now. Going against Washington, though, it is going to be an up-tempo game, so you really got to like that. He played 33 minutes tonight. He's a young guy, so I'm not really worried about him too much. He could definitely have a monster game here, but, I wish he was a little bit less expensive. 55 is what you need for value, but, he can go off any night, so I do like Antetokounmpo. Butler, 9,800. Butler's playing very well. He had kind of an off game against Boston. Boston's a really good defensive team, so you can't really put too much into that. But before that, look what he's doing. He's playing very well. 53, 49, 50, 47. These are all pretty much since Teague's been out. He's getting a little bit more ball handling duties as well, picking up a couple extra assists. So yeah, I like Butler in this spot. I mean, for him to have value, you need 49. It's a big price tag, but this game's going to be very competitive. Butler, I think he's one of the better plays on the slate. Then we are going to go to Trevor Ariza. I mean, the guy's just going to play minutes. I mean, he's going to play minutes. He's going to get you high 30 minutes. He doesn't do nothing special. For him to hit value, you need about 27. He's averaging 25 on the season. He's getting a couple extra shots without Harden. I think he's just a solid play. He's not going to hurt you. He's not going to like, win you a tournament, but he's not going to hurt you. And I think you can plug him into cash and move on. Look at Ariza. One thing I'm going to note, Otto Porter, he went out the game today with the hip strain. He didn't return. If he's out tomorrow, I'm really going to look at Oubre. He's going to get a start against Milwaukee in a very up-tempo game. Oubre, he's shown us, this season when he gets minutes, he could definitely do some work. If he's in that starting lineup at 4,100, all you need is 20 for him to hit value. So I think he would be a really, really good value play. Now we move on to power forward, Anthony Davis. Anytime he's on slate, I'm going to have to say he's the best, power forward. I mean, he's the best in the league, in my opinion. For him to hit value, you need 56. It is a big number. But, I mean, in the past 4, he's got you at least 55 in 3 of the past 4. He's playing well right now. He's going to be banging with Taj Gibson, on the Minnesota side of the ball. I like him. I like him in this spot. It's definitely going to stay close, I think. And they're going to need him to put in work. He's going to play the minutes. We know he play massive minutes. So, yeah, look at Anthony Davis. We got Gordon. I'm going to say he's just more of a GPP play. But I'm going to just throw him out there. For him to hit value, you need 39. He's averaging 35 on the season. I mean, for the most part, he's playing the minutes. And he's getting massive shots. That's one thing I do like about him. I think they did play. Let me see. Did they play Cleveland? I'm gonna have to look it up. For some reason, I thought they played Cleveland. I'll look it up. But I mean, I like him in this spot against Cleveland. They're gonna need scoring. He takes the shots. Or if his shot's going down, he could go off. Or we seen 39 against Miami. And he has 50-point upside. He's shown us that a bunch of times this season. But like I said, GPP play more. But he's a solid play. We got Tobias Harris, 6,300. Tobias Harris, he's just a guy that you know what you're going to get from him. He's going to give you, 29, 30 fantasy points. He's right there. He has 40 fantasy point upside any night if his shot's going down. He does a little bit of everything for the most part. He plays mid-30 minutes. He's just a, consistent guy. It's going to be an up-tempo game against Houston. I actually really like him in this spot. Then we got Gibson. They're going to need him in there as long as he doesn't get in foul trouble to bang with Anthony Davis. The ball's going to be in Davis's hands. He's going to have a chance for a couple extra steals, blocks possibly. And he's gonna get the minutes. We know that. That's what we like about him. 5.8 price tag. You need about 29 for him to hit value. He's just a consistent guy that you can plug into your cash games and know he's not going to kill you. Then we got Randolph against Denver. This guy, it's crazy. If he plays 24, 25 minutes, he's going to get you the value that you need in this spot of 27. It's just if he's going to get the minutes. They didn't play today, so they're going to be well rested against Denver tomorrow at home. I think that you can actually plug him in your cash games as well. I want to say that at power forward, I think you can kind of pay down the 4 guys I'm mentioning. I think all these guys are great value plays. In the mid tier, they're going to kind of get you the room so you could pay up for a couple of expensive guys. So yeah, Randolph's another guy at home. I like him. One more guy, Thaddeus Young. This guy, he's kind of had an up and down season. He's had kind of for the most part, but hey, he's a great player. And earlier in the season, he was getting nothing but high 20s and 30s. I don't know if he got tired a little bit or what's going on with them. But going against the Bulls tomorrow, this is going to be a very fast game at home, up tempo. I think that he's going to play the minutes. He just was in this matchup, played 31 minutes, 8, 7, 4, and 3 for 30 fantasy points. He can get you 6, 7x if you need it, depending on how his night's going. So yeah, 25 for value. I do like him in this spot. Go to center. We'll start with DeMarcus Cousins, best center in the league. He's on the slate. I'm going to mention him. 80-point upside any night, 83 points against Dallas 2 games ago. With I'm pretty sure that Davis was still in the game. He just had a monster game. I mean, best center, like I said, he's always have the chance to take down a tournament for you. Consider him in GPP. Then we go Towns on the other side of the ball. Towns, monster night tonight. You know what I mean? He played. Was it tonight? Yeah, it was tonight. I'm sorry. He did play Boston tonight. Played 42 minutes. I mean, that's the scary thing because it's going to be a back-to-back. But he went for 25 and 23. I mentioned him last night in the video. I hope you guys listened. 1 assist, 2 blocks for 60 fantasy points. That's killing it. He killed it tonight. And I think he has a chance to do it again tomorrow. His price is down. All you need is 45 for value. He's averaging 43 on the season. I really, really like Towns tomorrow. Love is love. He's consistent. Price tag is fair. You need about 37 for him to hit value. He's averaging 36 on the season. He did go out the other day with kind of an ankle injury, but he said he practiced for today, and he said he's gonna play tomorrow. So Love, I mean, if he's gonna play 29 to 35 minutes, even we'll say 32 minutes, he's gonna get you right there at value. I mean, that's pretty much what he's averaging on the season. And his price actually did drop a little bit too. I will note that. We got Capella going against Detroit. Drummond. Detroit got clobbered tonight. And, so Drummond didn't look the best. We'll see how he looks tomorrow. He did have an injury. Capella, I mean, he's playing minutes. I mean, that's what you got to like. He's averaging about 28 minutes, 29 minutes a game this season, so it's nothing special. But that's all he needs to do work. Price tag is 7.4 for him to hit value. You need about 36, 37. And he's averaging 35 on the season, so I think he's a solid play. I think he's gonna hit you 5 times value, get you very close, and kind of move on. Last guy I'm gonna talk about. I know you guys you always talk about. Guess what? Gortat once again. 26 to 28 minutes is what he plays for the most part. He doesn't do nothing special, but he averages 24 fantasy points a game this season. 4.6 price tag. We need about 23. If he's just going to give me his value and I could just pay up elsewhere because he's coming at a cheap price tag, I like it. Milwaukee doesn't have, really no good, big, strong, centers. They go with Henson, skinny guy. I think that Gortat can bully him. So I do like Gortat a lot in this spot. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at for my picks. Sorry if I sound like I'm rambling on. Let's just get to these. Real quick. We'll go position by position. So first, I'm gonna go with. I don't know. I like John Wall in this spot. We'll go John Wall right there. We'll go to shooting guard. I like Drew Holiday right here. Small forward. I'm gonna say I think he's out. I'm just gonna go on a limb and I'm saying I think the Otto Porter's out. If he's out and Oubre starts, it's gonna be a great value play. Power forward. I'm gonna go with Tobias Harris. I really, really like him. But like I said, I mean, you can go so many spots right here. So I like that. Center. I'll go with Towns. Boom. Right what I always try to leave you guys, around 6,000. I think this is a really, really good core. Like I said, just make sure that Oubre is starting. That's one thing that you got to consider. If he's not starting, you got to pay up a little bit. Maybe a Ariza, something like that. But I think that this is a really good, solid starting point for tomorrow. So, yeah. Hey, if I miss somebody or you want a little bit more in-depth, details on a player that I'm talking about, hit me up with a comment below. And hey, we're rolling right now. We got 3 or 4 wins in a row. Let's get it again tomorrow, and have a good night. Talk to you later.